everyone, really quick foundation review for you, getting back on the whole beauty thing. And I wanted to do a series of foundation videos, and I sort of started and then just got interrupted, other things took over. So this one is for people who are looking at the Flower Beauty Light Illusion foundation. Flower Beauty is Drew Barrymore's brand, and it's just launched in the UK. So I have that on now, as well as some really quite out there earrings for me, considering I don't normally wear earrings. I'm about to shoot something, some fashion stuff. So I thought I'd go back to nude skin and show you how it applies, how it blends, and talk a little bit about why I like it. So let's get started. Okay, so this is it, the Light Illusion foundation from Flower Beauty. Really heavy glass bottle, plastic lid. Now I have prepped my skin because I want this to be really, really fair, with just, they're nicely hydrating, but they don't leave any kind of residue. So it's the Kate Somerville Wrinkle Warrior range. And this, which is the serum and moisturiser in one, sort of has, it's not like a mattifying effect, but it's one of those gels that doesn't leave any sort of residue whatsoever. Very lovely, but you're not going to get any oiliness that will make a foundation dewy. So I've been wearing this foundation a lot with this layered underneath, which is the Darphan 8 Flower Nectar Oil Cream, which is an amazingly rich and buttery moisturiser and just makes any foundation that you put on top of it feel really sort of plump and dewy and gorgeous, unless it's a mattifying foundation. So that's what that looks like. But I sort of thought that's a little bit unfair to show you it today on top of that, because it really does change the effect of the foundation. So onto the back of the hand. Now it's worth noting that I don't have the right shade in this. I have nude, and I think that I would be ivory, but in the UK, Superdrug has only taken 5 of the shades so far. So there are 12 shades altogether, which still isn't like a huge range, but 5 is pretty rubbish, to be honest. But we've only just got this brand in the UK, whereas the States, you've had it for a while. So it's slightly too warm for me. But actually in the summer, it would probably be perfect. So I've been wearing this for about 2 weeks non-stop. I find the longevity is really good with it. Not quite as good as L'Oreal Pro Glow, which is probably for me the nearest comparison on the high street for this foundation, because it's just got a really sort of dewy, gorgeous, glowy finish, but has reasonably long wear. So Pro Glow, longer wear, more shades in the UK. So you've got all 12 shades in the UK. I think it's on Amazon, Pro Glow. But Pro Glow has got a slightly lighter feel to it. It applies much more fluidly. It's lighter. This is much creamier and I'd say thicker, actually. In terms of coverage, I'd say that it's medium, but it's buildable. So I'm just going in again, just into the centre of my face, around the eyes and the nose. I'm building that up slightly so that you can see it does a really good job of knocking back dark circles. So nicely buildable, and if you do have skin that's on the drier side, you'll like this because it sets, but it retains some of that sort of bouncy, dewy, it's almost like a flexible feel to the skin, so it doesn't set in that it sets tight or it sets firm. It doesn't set matte or mask-like, which in my books is a massive bonus because it makes things look really sort of fresh and youthful. Now, it blends pretty easily, and I think that if you had the exact match to your skin tone, you could almost, using a damp sponge, just apply it where you needed it, sort of in the middle of the face, and then shear it out towards the edges, and it would look really, really good. But I can't really do that with this shade just because it's slightly off for me, so it wouldn't look great. But blending is really easy. It doesn't set too fast, maybe because it doesn't have any alcohol in the formula. Just can't really fault it. There's nothing I don't like about this apart from the shades. And if I bang on about the shades too much more, you're all going to get bored. So hopefully you can see the glow here. It's not that shimmery, glittery kind of glow. It's not a cheap glow. It's actually very sort of high end. It's that lit from within, almost sort of pearlescent finish to the foundation, but nothing too obvious. It's just really fresh and youthful, and I think it's a good job. It's a, you know, it's a nice one to add to your makeup kit if you don't like that set, mask-like, matte, overly perfected look. It still sort of feels quite like real skin. I hate that phrase, but it sort of explains quite nicely what I mean. So we need all 12 shades, but if you can get your shade, then I think this is just brilliant. Yeah, nearest comparison probably would be the L'Oreal Pro Glow or something like Lancôme Untitled, but in the cushion, because I'm not sure what the new, they've sort of done a long wear one now, haven't they, of Untitled, but I'm not sure, I haven't tried it, so I don't know whether that's more matte because it's long wear. Not sure, but I think the one in the cushion is still nice and plumpy. Right, so $12.99, Superdrug, no alcohol, pretty lightweight feel, but still that dewy, gorgeous, plumpy, sort of flexible finish on it that I think is really youthful. So hope that's helped if you've been looking to buy this, and yeah, see you next time.